Hello and welcome to this episode of If Walls Could Talk. I'm Michael Levitt, Associate Editor of Walls and Ceilings magazine. Joining us today is Tidy Pham, Director of Operations of Phampena Inc., along with H Pham, the company's owner, and Trinity Pham, the project administrator. And the companies are cover star for our September issue. Welcome, all of you.
Thank you. How you doing?
It's an honor.
So for those who didn't read the story, what was the genesis of Phampena Inc.?
The genesis for Phampena Inc. is more of trying to provide for my family. I started before I was just myself, and once I started have my kids, they need to eat, so they cost a lot of money. So I need to find out something that could provide for them. And during that time, since I'm a high school dropout, I thought there was no really opportunity to do anything else. I always loved construction, but I didn't know how to get in. But there was an opportunity that a Job Corps recruiter came to my dad's mechanic shop and say, "What are you doing with your life?" And he's presented Job Corps program. And at that time, I wanted to be a framer, a carpenter. But when I got to the Job Corps, only thing that was available was plastering. I didn't want to plastering because I thought it was just mold work and not a good career. But I needed to get done to get out and graduate and make money. So I took it, and ever since then I love it. Once I graduate, it was tough to get a job. But my first job, they told me I was too short. 5 inch too short. Because they were doing that time, everybody was 5'10" or 6 foot. The scaffold was designed to be, for the height. And so they told me I should get out doing something different because I'm too short for the trade. So in during that time, I have to do some creative way of trying to achieve without being becoming a problem for the team. So what I did was put foam underneath my shoe, tape it up, and fully extend my body to make sure that I could spread as high as I can. But during that time, it was tough. I go home every day and tell my wife, this is tough. I can't do it. But she always pushed me, and she said, "You could do it." And I'm glad she did, because now it's a great thing. And ever since then, I work hard, and a lot of people, great people that have been through our life that want to mentor and taught me a lot of stuff. Those people are still my friend, and working for a great company, and I learned a lot. But the story we had for Phampena at the beginning is that my little girls, that's the only reason why I started the business. I see how much she struggled for life. She was not expected to live. They kept telling us she's not going to make it during birth, during the pregnancy, then after that during birth. And when she was born, she's struggled with breathing, and I'm assuming she's in a lot of pain. But she fought it. She proved everybody wrong, and here I'm complaining about life and everything else. So I figure, instead of complaining, why don't I just do something about it? And that's the reason why Phampena started. But otherwise, I'd be too scared, too chicken to start a business. But starting the business was more of just for myself, just to do what I want to do. But then it's grown so fast that I really have no choice but to start hiring people. Then it started multiplying. Then we have more clients. Then after that, we started helping a whole bunch of drywall company to compete against that, because a lot of job now is requiring package, but to have a division that you don't focus on, because what happens is that they get a big job and they hire a bunch of people and they lay them off. What we do is try to keep those blasters busy throughout the whole year. So our team is consistent instead of just getting a job and lay them off. And we try to find a way to keep them busy. And I think that's been our success, is that we have people year round. We have the biggest, I think, the plastering labor force. And so our clients love that, because now they just charge the percentage to make money. And they don't need to worry about keeping the crew busy, finding job for them, maintaining the budget, equipment, storage, real estate, blah, so on.
Mm-hmm.
And this way, they have somebody that they could use as a tools to help compete in the market. And yeah, so that's the story behind Phampena. It was not supposed to be a business. It's supposed to be keep myself busy.
What services does Phampena Inc. provide?
We provide all plaster service from we're known we are well known for historical plaster, ornamental and specialty plaster. We also do acoustical plaster, Venetian plaster, stucco ephes, Weatherbury, and also help with water intrusion. And the biggest thing is also scaffold. And yeah, and we are also starting a panel shop. And fireproof, I'm sorry.
So you have your hand in basically every type of the industry.
Yeah. Correct. It was stuff just get added because our clients keep asking us, can you provide this? And during the time I've been in the field from 1992, I learned a lot, and especially the earthquake that we had really pushed people to teach about the ornamental, because usually that's like only if you know somebody or you've been taught by somebody. Usually those don't get passed on to the next generation, unless you're related to somebody that really know how to do it. But since the earthquake happened, it's kind of there was a lot of ornamental plaster work that needed to be done, and they have no choice but to teach a young kid like myself during that time. But now I'm not young anymore.
Now you're the teacher.
So yeah, so that's
what we do. Yeah.
So the company is a family business. Which family members are involved with the business?
Yeah, so there's obviously my dad, which is the owner. And then when the company first took off, my sister joined on board and started helping.
Yes.
And then growing up, going to the conventions and seeing the business, it created an interest in me and my brother. So I'm working full time, and my brother is working for the summers just until he goes to college.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe we should forget the most important part.
No, the youngest one.
And yes. Oh, that's exciting.
No, your mom.
There we go.
My wife is majority. She helped with the company doing the finance stuff. So she's what we consider as a CFO.
Yes. And then the youngest one, he is dabbling in it. As we mentioned in the article, he worked on the Din Tai Fung project with the 3D printing edition.
Yeah, he incorporates something that's different from our industry. Typically, what we do is we make each mold of the design. Would just make a design of it, and we make a mold of it, and we glue them together and create a finished ornamental piece. But since he's 3D printed, that's skip a lot of steps, and it saves so much time. So he make a 3D print, and we make a mold of that 3D print, and now we cast the plaster instead of doing, I don't know, probably 10 different steps that we need to achieve the finished product. So it would be like a two-shot, you know.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that definitely cut down on the time that you guys needed to do that whole process.
Yeah. But it definitely is a very unique dynamic because it has really grown to be a family business.
Yeah.
It really is fun because all of us are very different, so we add a different aspect to the business. And it's just really great. People always ask me like, ooh, that must be a lot working for your dad, you know? But in all honesty, it has been a learning experience. He pushes us to try new things, meet new people, really strive to do the best that we can. And so it's really great for the most part. Yes, it's sometimes hard having your boss be your dad.
Yeah.
But it really is so much fun seeing it grow and working together as a team.
Yeah.
And it's really nice to be part of the wall and ceiling, because we brought them to all the convention and
WCB convention.
And it kind of advertised for me that to encourage them to want to be part of the industry. Otherwise, for me to kind of push them is more like something that the dad is trying to push them. But when they go to the Northwest Wall and Ceiling Convention, it opened their eyes, especially see all the people that's involved and what's there's much more than just being in the field. There's like a business owner, project manager, estimator. They made it to the point where it's really beautiful to join. It's like, so that kind of was great. My family got involved because we took them to the convention when they were little. So
Honestly, yeah, my favorite, like my childhood memories are going to the conventions. It's so fun. It was the first time I ever rode a plane, like first time like family vacation. I was like, this is amazing. I love it. So definitely very nostalgic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that was a great experience for a kid to sort of be in that environment.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So what are the company's biggest challenges today?
I think it's not just for us. I think it's for everybody because right now, we have so much work that we're not taking on any more work because the labor force. Labor force is. I think there was a lapse between certain period where we have so much work. It was so much work that the union did not accept any more new member. So there was not enough training during that period. So now we have a lapse between aging or retiring, probably, I would like to say 40% or more, or retiring soon. And the young kid that's coming in is right now. So it's really, there's a lapse between and also during that time, the apprentice that joined the union was not able to be trained because it was like, we're so busy instead of have time to really train them, but everything was so busy. So the backlog was so great that you got to get the job done in a tight schedule. So really the training was not there. So a lot of the journeyman now is missing that skill. And also new recruitment is the hardest thing. So I think the struggle for the future will be the labor force. So I think that we just need to figure out how to train that new next generation.
Right.
So,
you did mention you have so much work that you're not taking any new work. How much of a backlog does the company have right now?
when you say backlog, in volume or in
I meant more
value?
time frame.
Oh,
So
see,
however many months or I don't know,
so
6 months.
we're working some project that we're working on at least 5 years in advance.
Wow.
Um, so we're also budgeting a lot of jobs that's with water intrusion and total we do. But again, it's the issue is how much people need to do the job. So we're trying to come up with some creative idea and find a way to help with the training for the future, and promoting the industry. Yeah. So
what are the company's plans for expansion?
expansion. One is we started the scaffold division, and that's been really successful. Our goal is to see what our clients really need. So I'm assuming that it's the same situation as the labor force. So we're trying to achieve something that it's additional tools that they don't have to go out and have an extra division. Like, for example, our goal is to do a panel shop. So we could provide, panel that it could be that they could purchase and they could install. And that would save time and labor for us. I mean, there's a lot of labor.
Prefabricating the panels, right?
Correct. We maxed out on how much we could do. I would love to grow a little bit more, but with the labor forces available, I think we're maxed out.
Yeah.
For the future, I don't know. It's endless. And I always take on stuff if the clients ask me to, I would do it. So it's hard to say right now, but I think the panel shop is the biggest expansion that we're gonna have.
So what does it mean to Phampena Inc. to be on the cover of Walls and Ceilings?
It means a lot. I mean, because I always admire to see the people that's in the cover sheet. I always been reading it.
Yeah, it's really funny because we have so many of the old copies, and when you're trying to declutter, where I was asking my dad, this one's old, can we throw it away? And he's like, no, I'm going to read all of it when I retire. So to have him be on one it's a nice full circle moment.
Exactly. Yeah, it is.
So that is all the time we have today. I want to thank Phampena Inc. and Tidy, NH, and Trinity, all three of you, for their time today. Please visit wconline.com for more video podcasts and other brand products. And on behalf of Walls and Ceilings, thank you for listening.